Some journeys begin with a single chair, and nothing is ever the same again.
Episode 19, Reflection in the Glass. This time, Jimmy walked into the room with slower steps. No tie again. His shirt cuffs were unbuttoned, the collar slightly creased. In one hand, he held a coffee cup. In the other, his phone. But his eyes weren't on the phone's screen. They seemed fixed on an image playing inside his head. When he sat down, he placed the cup on the table, yet his fingers still seemed to search for the warmth of the coffee.
You seem a bit distracted today, Jimmy. What's on your mind?
Something happened to me this morning, on my way here. A simple thing, but it made me think.
Want to tell me about it?
Before leaving the office, I stopped by the cafe nearby. While waiting for my order, I stood by the window. Outside, people were rushing. Inside, soft music played in the background. Then my eyes caught the glass, and I saw my reflection. The shirt I was wearing, coffee in my hand, bag over my shoulder. But my facial expression, it looked like someone else's face. Serious, even a little frozen. The more I looked, the more I wondered, who is this man? Is he me? Or just the person I'm expected to be?
How did that question make you feel?
Conflicted. On one hand, a kind of pride, because from the outside, you see a neat, successful, confident man. But on the other, an emptiness. That reflection didn't seem to be looking back at me. It felt like we share the same body but live different lives.
As Jimmy said this, his gaze drifted slightly, as if he was still standing in front of that glass, staring into his own eyes.
So, what would you change about that reflection?
The eyes. I'd want them warmer, more curious, alive. But I think I've spent so many years thinking about how I should look that I forgot how I should feel.
Maybe that reflection is showing you the self you're still searching for. Where do you think that search should begin?
I don't know. But this morning, I didn't want to look away from my reflection. I realized I've been glancing at mirrors for years, just long enough to fix my tie, check my hair, but never long enough to actually see myself. Maybe the first step is to stop and look, without running, without judging.
This time, Jimmy's voice carried a trace of determination. He didn't yet know what he would do, but he wouldn't ignore it anymore.
Sometimes, looking at ourselves is the quietest yet most powerful step toward changing our lives. Today, by doing that, maybe the man in the reflection came a little closer to you.
Yeah, maybe. And I think, for the first time, I want that reflection to really be me.
When the session ended, Jimmy picked up the coffee cup from the table. But this time, he didn't leave right away. He looked out the window at the people passing by, then at his own reflection. There was a faint expression on his face, not quite a smile, not quite sadness, more like the first lines of a story just beginning.
These stories are fictional, but the emotions they stir might be real. See you in the next one.